Sabotage, like,
Self-sabotage?
yeah. So when everything's perfect, I kind of like, I need to stop. Like, it's too much to handle, so I'll go. The easiest way is like to drink a lot, to
Yeah.
go party with my friends, and then just.
Because when you have momentum, here's a better way of saying it. If you're going 100 miles an hour and you hit a tree, it's a bigger problem than if you're going 5 miles an hour and you hit a tree. So what we're really talking about is, and we love you very much, some sort of sloppy focusing, you see. So, but the solution to it really is this conversation that we're having here today. You're focusing on conditions that are making it not possible for you to maintain that high momentum. And because you are a powerful focuser, you've known this about yourself for a long time. When you focus upon things, you make them happen. And when you focus in opposition to what you want, you introduce strong resistance in a powerful way. And so a lot of people, it is not uncommon at all that people use drugs or drink alcohol or buy one more thing and bring it home in order to try to fill a void that can really only be filled with alignment. And so your question is how to be more stable in your alignment? By understanding it, by caring about the emotions that you feel, and by catching the momentum at earlier subtle stages. In other words, you don't just all of a sudden, you're not just flying high, and then picking a really bogus thought. You've been flying a little high and doubting a little, and flying a little high and doubting a little, flying a little high and doubting a little. And it just isn't until it gets out there in a strong way that you're noticing it. We want you to notice it at earlier subtle stages. We want you to care more about how you feel before it becomes that strong wobble. Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah.
So...
What?
So you want to talk about some details, and we will
Sure.
show you how we would take the wobble out of them if we were standing in your shoes?
Yeah. A specific example?
Yeah.
Work success would be the easiest. Like, anytime I get a huge deal or, I get a big appointment or someone I've been chasing and it just works out perfectly.
Yeah.
Recently, I sell popsicles. Is what I'm doing now. And it's called the Hippo. And a buddy of mine, he's like, I want to get into retail stores. I need your help. I was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And I tried, and we had big success. And we got a meeting with Harris Teeter, which could make me a millionaire overnight. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I got really excited, and then I was high flying, and I was jumping around, screaming and yelling, and then...
And was it conditional on getting that? In other words...
Well, it was more the feeling, like, that's such a cool feeling.
Yeah, it's a cool feeling. It's a feeling, but it was based upon a condition that you couldn't control.
Yeah, that's
Then
true.
what happened?
Well, that same day, I went out and had, to celebrate, I had a few beers, and then I felt like crap the next day for 2 days after because I can't handle hangovers.
Yeah. But then what happened?
The momentum slowed down.
And did you get the deal?
It's pending.
And so... And so...
No, that's true. No, we haven't officially got it, so no.
So your question is...
Why do I continue to have high-flying emotions, and if I just stay on that, I could have anything I want, but then why do I, no, it's too good, I got to stop it. It's just, and because I cut myself off from feeling when I do that.
It's easy to take score too soon. And it's also usual that you do take score too soon when your happiness is dependent upon the condition. In other words, do you believe that, relative to what you're doing now, that your happiness is contingent upon this one big deal that looks really good? Or are there others in the offing that will continue to show themselves to you?
There's plenty.
So whether whether that happens now or later, or whether that happens or something else happens, do you believe that things will happen that will continue to, does it feel to you like your path will continue to unfold?
Yeah.
So do you think that the conversation that we're having here is not about whether you really believe that you'll have success or not, is it? Does it feel to you like you believe that you are having and will continue to have success?
Yeah.
Do you think you get...
There's a little doubt, but not much. Not enough to make me wobble. Well, maybe.
Does it feel to you that that high-flying feeling, does it feel like it's a hard thing to maintain? In other words, does it feel like you're having to hype it?
I don't know what to do with it. It comes and it happens and I feel extraordinary, and then I'm just like, what do I do? I can't talk to anybody. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. What you're saying defies the laws of the universe as we know them to be. Because if you are really focused upon what you want and you're really in alignment with it and things are unfolding, then celebrating certainly isn't a sabotage. So talk to us a little bit about why you are deciding to call celebrating and maybe drinking more than you want and maybe not feeling good the next day. But why are you putting such a strong label of sabotage on that? Why can't it just be, I'm excited about what's going on and I celebrated and I got carried away? Why the word sabotage?
That's just a word I know. I would associate.
Have you had experiences in the past where it looked like things were going to unfold for you, and then you behaved sort of like that, and then they didn't unfold?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so does it feel to you that you're not able to maintain the momentum strong enough to see it through? Is that what you're talking about? Because that is a byproduct of trying to hype it with your action. You may have heard us say, because we say it a lot, that when you take time to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on, so that you're in alignment, so that your beliefs about something are in alignment with the beliefs that Source holds about it, so that there's no variation in your vibration, so that you are truly in alignment. That's where true leverage comes from. There's so much leverage in that you are more powerful in that sort of alignment than millions who are not. Yeah. So if you've tasted that alignment, and that's what's going on here. When you taste that alignment and then you slip from it, the slipping from it feels like a long way from that alignment. But we want to say to you that this alignment is not like a college degree. It's not a plaque that you put on your wall. Once you get it, it's yours forevermore. This alignment either is or it isn't in the moment. And the more you consciously achieve it and consciously and deliberately maintain it, then the more staying power you have about it. But we don't ever want you to be self-critical about not being able to maintain it all the time. You really do not. That alignment can sometimes feel like off-the-wall enthusiasm. It can sometimes feel like clarity. It can sometimes feel like satisfaction. Sometimes it feels like love. Sometimes it feels like eagerness. It depends upon the amount of momentum. But we really are not asking you to get into this place where you've hyped yourself into this place because you can't maintain that. That hype, that self-motivating thing is about controlling conditions that you can't control. And so it could be that it's something about that. So you want to say something?
No, I was...
So let us ask you a few questions. Mm-hmm. Do you like these popsicles?
Yeah.
And
gluten-free. They only have 4 ingredients.
So you have a product that is pleasing to you, mm-hmm. and you have a way of distributing it that is working for you.
Yeah.
Is there so there's no resistance really about the product or the process of
a little bit into distribution, because he's just starting on the retail side.
So
just a little bit.
So resistance is resistance, and so would you rather worry about something or feel confident about it?
Confident.
Would you rather be in concert with the energy that creates worlds, or would you rather be doing it on your own?
I don't know what that means.
Well, what that means is you don't doubt the popsicle, but you were sort of doubting yourself before you hooked up with the popsicle.
Yeah.
That's I could screw this up sort of thing. In other words, your work is just like ours. We've got a popsicle. Everybody likes it. It's so easy. It's so easy that it's hard to believe that it could be this easy. It's hard to believe that it could be this easy. So let's just analyze it a little more and introduce resistance into our vibration and make it a lot harder. And then pay a lot of money. Come to a damn seminar. Pay $195. And Abraham just says the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you've got something that you want, and then you're excited about it, and then a little doubt comes in, and then you worry about it, and then after you've been drinking and now you don't feel so good. And so under those conditions, this is the most powerful thing that we are wanting to express to you, to all of you. That's not the time to try to fix it, because the wobble is so great, and everything you do just perpetuates the wobble. So to the point that you start saying that I always do this. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah. This is just the way it almost always turns out. This is probably going to turn out the same way. I get something that's going good, and it goes good for a while, and then I don't. So as you realize, the thing that we want you to hear is that you see, you are where you are. You are where you are, and it's not wrong that you're having the response to where you are. You're not doing anything wrong by feeling this way. You're not inappropriate by feeling this way. This is the natural response, the comparative response to the way Source feels and you feel about something. And the fact that you're feeling it, you're not doing anything wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. Mm-hmm. But the fact that it doesn't feel good means that you want to start cleaning it up, not because you can fix it right now, but the future will just feel better and better and better and better and better. That's what we meant when we said the way you get rid of doubt is before it starts. Well, big deal, Abraham. If you've already got it, how do you get rid of it? By not continuing to create it for tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. If you can be nicer to yourself here and now by not trying to figure out why it always goes that way, and instead ask yourself the simple questions. Would I rather like myself or be mad at myself? Would I rather sabotage this or let it flow in a positive way? General questions that are not so pointed that they make you challenge yourself. Would I rather feel good or bad? Would I rather feel frisky or hungover? Would I rather feel proud of myself or mad at myself? These are easy questions that are not hard to answer. And as you keep answering, pretty soon you got this thing going on: proud, clear, sure, fun, clarity, ease, certain, confident, love, appreciate, fun, clarity, full, nice, eager, willing, fun, clarity, love, sure. In other words, because you're leaving all the other stuff out there, and until you get that. Now, when you wake up in the morning, when you sleep, all momentum stops. While you're asleep, your momentum stops. So your point of attraction gets a restart every morning when you wake up. Most of you don't benefit by that because you wake up and start thinking about what you were thinking about yesterday. So you get up to the same vibrational discord wobble speed pretty early in the day, but you don't have to.